Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Ashley. So in today's video, I will be doing a part 2 from my part 1 video of showing you guys every single crochet clothing or accessories that I have made. So you kind of see behind me, I have an item that I made. It's actually my first dress, but we're not going to talk about that right now because I will be talking about that later in the video. So I know some people have asked me how come I don't try on the clothes that I'm showing you guys. And the reason why is because unfortunately a lot of the clothing I made are a lot smaller than me, so I can't wear them. That's pretty much the only thing I guess I could say. Unfortunately, that's the only way, the really excuse I have. Unfortunately, I can't wear it because of the size, but you know, why not? I still want to show you the pictures. So I have a lot more items that I have not showed you guys yet that I actually have recently sold. So unfortunately, some of these I don't have, but most of them I still do have. All right, so the first item is going to be the first ever shirt I've actually ever made. This was actually for my boyfriend, but I'm not gonna lie, I do tend to steal it once in a while. But I don't really know what type of shirts these are called. The only thing I just really didn't add was the buttons. Personally, I'm not really a fan of of sewing buttons together. I'm really bad when it comes to sewing in general, so I kind of just left the buttons out, and I was like, let me just sew them together without having to deal with sewing the buttons also, because when it comes to buttons, I'm not really that good with them. So yeah. But what I love about this top is definitely the yarn. It's actually discontinued. It was made with acrylic yarn, and I actually have about maybe 2 more outfits I have made with this. I do have a scarf I made with it. Well, I don't have it anymore. Fortunately, I wasn't able to get a picture of that scarf before I sold it out, but I do have a scarf I also did make for a commission. Definitely one thing I wish I could have fixed about this top though would have to be the arms. It's really big, so it doesn't really, it looks fine, but it doesn't, I don't like it. I definitely could have made the arms a little bit more smaller, so yeah. And then the next item, so this is the second item I have made that was a top. This is also again made with the same yarn that I used in the last item. I actually didn't crochet this. This was knitted with my central knitting machine. I don't know how to knit, so some products I make that are beanies or scarves or shrugs like these, they are knitted with a knitting machine. But I really haven't been using it. I've probably only made a few beanies, less than 6 beanies. I've probably made 1 top, which is this top with it, and that's really it, because I don't really know how to use it personally, and I get stressed out with it, because if any of you guys have a central knit machine, I'm pretty sure you guys know how the knitting machines work. I don't really as much because they confuse me, and I get so frustrated with them because the yarn tends to fall. So if you have that issue, I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's really not much to say about this. I still have it. It's in the closet. I don't really personally wear it just because I made the turtleneck area a bit too much, and I do wish I would have made that a bit smaller because it kind of chokes my neck up a bit. But that's just me personally. That's just me. And then what I love though is I added the extra strings kind of to hang. So I just cut little snippets off of string, and I would just tie on the colors that I have, purple was with purple, the green was with green, I did stuff like that pretty much. And I don't know, something about the whole hanging the thread I really enjoyed, so I definitely added that and I liked it. The next item I made is this Kuromi tapestry bag. It's a messenger bag. This is my first and only, no, not my only, but this is my first attempt of making a tapestry. It looks really good in picture, but when you kind of see it up close, you could kind of see the yarn going through it. So I definitely have a lot to learn of how to properly make a tapestry. And I definitely would like to someday make more tapestries though. But this one is definitely for sale. I'm just only a little bit more on the cheaper side just because of the tapestry. But I mean, I don't know, like it works great. It's still holding up. So I don't mean, there's not really much to talk about it really, besides that's my first tapestry I've made. That's really it, honestly. But I definitely would love to make more of these. I did try making a kuromi one, but it wasn't coming out that well. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just, I don't know. I didn't like how the kuromi one came out. So yeah, I didn't continue that one. So the next item is the, I don't know what to call it. I call it a starry night messenger bag, kind of. So none of these messenger bags have like buttons or anything like to close it. Because I never really, when I made these, I didn't have any. So I'm gonna try to see, I do have some now. So I'm gonna see if there's a way for me to sew them in. If not, I'm just gonna leave them as they are probably. So yeah, I don't really know yet. Or I could probably like crochet a little like black string and then make like the button on the other side. Because if I really have to sew and button, I definitely will try. I'm not good with sewing, so I definitely would have to learn it. But well, sewing the buttons, I mean. But yeah, so yeah, that was one of my favorite bags. I kind of used it for a bit just to model them. Just to see, to make sure that they were like, you know, coming out good and they looked okay. And then the next bag, this should be, I think, the only last bag I actually make. I don't really make a lot of them, but I'm hoping to make more. This is a smaller messenger bag, just with a smaller strap. I don't like the yarn I used. It was labeled rainbow, but I didn't really see it when I picked it up as much. I really wish I looked at it, but I didn't. And you could tell why I didn't like it probably is because the color schemes, they don't bond, they don't clash for me. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, but it's definitely like a really good color to have in my state because I live in the desert, kind of. Depending where you mostly go. But like it is a good like kind of deserty kind of vibe. The next item, so this is my first ever set I've made. This is a 3-piece rave inspired outfit. So I've never been to a rave, so you could probably tell this is actually my first time making like a full-on outfit. I'm not a huge fan of like the line or the strings in the middle, but I just did it for more coverage, a little bit more coverage, but I will probably keep that as an optional thing. If someone just wants to remove, I can just tell them like, hey, you know, if you don't want that, just take it out. But the back, oh my God, the back I absolutely love. It's like a corset kind of on the bottom part, and then the top just ties together. I tried making this for a smaller size, like a small to extra small, or extra small to small. I did make the choice of trying it on. So even though it wasn't my size, I did try it on, and I actually managed to stretch it out to a medium. So I was like, honestly, it actually worked because it wasn't for me. I didn't like it, and not on me anyways. And what I really like about it is that my sister, she's a medium, and she did try it on, and like it kind of looks like the top is long, but on her, my sister does have a little bit of a longer like torso compared to my mannequin. It definitely looked a lot better on her. It didn't look like it was too coverage or anything. It, you know, had a good amount of belly showing. So I mean, for my first rave, I definitely could have done better, but I'm so proud of it. And then the next item I have is this 2-piece set. This is the next set that I made after the last one. This was absolutely my favorite, hands down. My favorite. I literally will side with this compared to the last one I made because this one, I had better material. It was a lot more faster to make, and then, you know, it definitely, I don't know, it was so cute, it's sexy. I actually was inspired by Belle from Beauty and the Beast, if you guys don't know her. She is a princess from Disney. So yeah, but you could kind of tell it has a little bit of see-through on the skirt. And I actually did purposely make it like that just because it is mohair kind of feel. So it's very soft, very hairy type of material. And I'm like, you know, I don't want someone just to sweat in that so much. So that's why I decided to go with making it with a fishnet type of design. But because of the hair, it does seem like it blocks most of the see-through out. So I usually would recommend, you know, wear like black underwear or wear blue or wear nude or, you know, anything really you feel mostly comfortable in. But yeah, you know, it's definitely really cute, honestly, and I love it. It's my favorite. I wish I made it into my size, but I was very limited on the yarn. So unfortunately, it doesn't fit me. So I'm selling it if anyone is interested. And on the back of it, oh my God, I love the back. I love a corset. Corsets are literally my favorite thing to add ever. I love it. So the back was definitely my favorite thing to make. I was originally gonna actually add red as the back because I was gonna do like a, you know, the rose theme, but the red just seems so cheap and tacky. So I was like, no. So I decided just to remove it and then do yellow. So it came out better and I love it. It's amazing. It's cute. So this is the dress I actually just finished making. You can kind of see her in the back. Unfortunately, it's really dark, so you can't see that well. But she is so beautiful, sexy, gorgeous. You see that little, oh, I don't know how to explain it. It's, so I did only one type of pattern, or not pattern, but like stitch, I guess. And it's, fishnet. It's actually my first dress I have ever made. It's used with fishnet, and I think it did like half double on them. And it kind of gives me like wedding vibes. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of gives me like wedding dress vibes. And that kind of gives me the inspiration of wanting to make a wedding dress theme, maybe. I don't know yet. I'm still kind of like debating if I want to, because I'm like, honestly, if I can find more of this yarn, I can add a lot more to it to make it look like a wedding dress. Just something cute to wear out. It is see-through, which I do tell people, but I mean, celebrities even wear this type of stuff, and they'll wear literally like nipple covers and like a little thong, or some people wear actual shorts and like a bra underneath it. Some people wear like bikinis or like one piece swimsuits. So, you know, it's a whole different like variety of how you can style it. I definitely would probably wear it more as like a beachy thing, but hey, everyone's pretty open to their own options or their own opinions, and I love that. The back, oh my gosh, the back is honestly literally my absolute favorite thing that I have ever made. I've never made a back like this before, like doing like that little undercut and then doing the two, I don't know what they're called, but like the two lines, just to give it a little bit support and not just where you feel like you're absolutely naked. But it was definitely my favorite to make, and I am absolutely obsessed with this. I'm actually making another one like this, but it's gonna be with more slightly thicker yarn, and it's gonna be different colors. So I'm excited to see how this one goes. Let's see. Oh, actually, I forgot one more top. My first shrug I've actually ever crocheted. I don't like the material. It's very scratchy, and I don't know if maybe that's just me because I do have extremely sensitive skin. So my boyfriend tried it on. He said it feels fine on him. He doesn't feel anything on him. So as I'm selling this, I am definitely advertising this more towards people who aren't sensitive like to certain materials like me. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind, by the way, guys. So yeah, this was honestly just a random shrug I made. I just made it with two yarns I had. I was gonna make the whole thing blue, like that dark like turquoise. I don't know if that's a turquoise or what that is, but that like blue green color. I was gonna actually make the whole thing with that color, but I had this purple. I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. I literally need to get rid of it. So I was like, okay, well, this is what I came up with. I definitely wish I would have done something else with it though, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers, right? So this hat, well, the next two hats I actually already sold, so I don't have them anymore, but I still wanted to include them. So this hat is I'm just gonna do quick at these because they're just basic hats. So this is my black chunky hat. This was made with, I don't remember the name, but I will put it down if I remember the name. I sold that off already. And then I have a white one I made, sold to the exact same person. Same thing, same yarn, chunky baby yarn. It wasn't my favorite personally. It was probably the easiest though, minus the fact that the yarn snaps very easily. So that's the only reason I didn't like it, but I was like, ah, whatever, let's just go on with it. So yeah, it's not really much to say, honestly, just besides our chunky hats. So yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, guys. And then, oh my God. Okay, so these two are my absolute favorite hats. I love these. These are my mushroom hats. I'm actually debating if I want to make more because I took forever to make this. So the pastel, honestly, is my favorite. I love pastel, like mushrooms. So this pastel, like the green one was probably more of my favorite than the blue one, which you guys will see the blue one in a second. And then I literally just crocheted the circles individually and I sewed them all together, but I used yarn to sew because sewing I'm horrible with, but if I use yarn, it's easier for me to sew them. So yeah. Yeah, but the frills were pretty easy. I love frilly hats, and you're gonna see that in the last hat because I also made a frilly hat with that. So, and then the blue hat, oh my gosh, so beautiful. Such a pretty color. Oh my gosh. I think the ruffles might be a little bit more pronounced on the blue one than the green one. But I don't know, there's something about the blue one I wasn't really a fan of as much as the green one. Maybe just because it's more earthy, so I liked the green one because of that. And okay, so this is actually my last item because it is starting to also get dark in here, so I do apologize for that. So the last hat I made was actually a commission, so it is sold. It was inspired by a My Melody hat that she wanted me to recreate. So fortunately, I wasn't able to find who made that hat, so I ended up just having to try to change it as much as I can. So that's what I did. But yeah, it's so cute because it's actually made for a little girl, for her daughter. So yeah, that's probably the most pink I've ever worked with too. So it was super cute, mostly just because of the ears and the bow. That's why I think it's super cute. All right, so it seems like that's actually it for today. It's getting super dark right now, so I'm trying to keep my lighting as up as I can, but it's like not working out. So I'm gonna end the video right here. As of right now, this is currently every single clothing and hats that I have made, that I am selling or I've sold. So if I have more, I'll definitely make it part 3. If I don't, then this is it until I do make more. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Don't forget to give us a huge thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay notified of future uploads. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!